Don't miss the Wilson Security Black Diamond AFL this weekend. Entry to all games is free. Check out the game times and venues at bdafl.com.au. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Car 33, proceed to level 2, check on its service.
Command, this is Car 33, I'm going on my break.
Finally underway after a long pre-season. Terrigal will take it out of the centre, bomb it straight forward, and a Maitland defender will slide across, steady things up. Call to play on. Ball comes over the back, missed by Buddo, rebounded back by Terrigal, back into the forward line. Ball hits the deck. Players go into contest, all nice and clean so far. Umpire calls for a ball up. Rucks go at it, tapped down by the Maitland Saints. Richie's taken a nice hit and he's down. Ball's kicked into open space. Rebounded by the Maitland Saints. They're holding up their own at the defensive. That's a nice grab there by Mitch Greaves. Greaves kicks it forward, still on this wing part, taken inside the boundary by young Richie. No, umpire's called it out on the full. No one on the mark, Terrigal bomb it. They switch it across to their centre line. Nice clean contest. Ball's wrapped up and umpire's called dropping the ball. It's called holding the ball. Not much pre-opportunity. Drives it forward for Terrigal. Ball's knocked to the ground. Rebounded by the Saints. Kicks it out into open space where it's 2-on-1. Edie takes the bounce. Is cleared. Handballs it out. And it's a high. High call's being called for the Maitland Saints on their half-forward line. Junior bounces this into the forward line. And Wade comes out, takes a nice mark. We'll have the first shot of the game. Lines up now. Drops it through, looks nice and straight. Goal umpire calls it all clear for the first goal. Maitland Saints, 1 goal, Terrigal yet to score. Umpire balls it up, Rucks go at it again. Nottingham wins the knock, knocks it down straight to a Terrigal player. He picks it up, bombs it forward to the half-forward line. Terrigal sent deep into their forward attack, has a shot at goal. He's kicked it from about the 50 on the run. Great goal to Terrigal. Scores all tied up here at Bruce McMahon Oval. Rucks line up again. Won by Terrigal Avoca. Ball hits the ground. No clear ball out. It's pushed out now. Retrieved by Terrigal. He's cleared it out and he's been pinged for dropping the ball. Very unlucky. Jimmy's got the ball. He will drive it straight down looking for Wade. Big call from Wade. Fly over the top. Ball hits the paddock and it's cleared out by Terrigal. They're under pressure. Ball hits the ground. Terrigal punch it out. They've cleared it for the moment. Maitland Saints have stolen it out of the pack. Little short handball hits the deck. The switch sides to come to the open side. Terrigal. It's 2-on-1 and the ball's been taken out. Throw in. Rucks go at it. It's tapped down. Picked up by Terrigal. Try to clear it out. Smothered. Oh, he's been pinned high. He's been dragged high over the shoulder. Free kick to the Maitland Saints. Half forward flank just inside the 50. Jimmy comes in, has the shot. It's hooked left. It'll slide through for 1 point. Makes it 1-1-7 to Maitland, 1 goal straight to Terrigal. Maitland set up their wall. They go short. Terrigal inside, man unmarked and takes it cleanly. He pushes it out to the wing. It's at it now, it's even, and the ball's still in play. It's gone out of bounds. Boundary throw up centre wing. Rucks, they close up. They don't keep the metre apart. Ball's punched forward in towards the Saints half forward line. It's kept in play. It's now taken out of bounds. Throw in. 55 metres out from the Maitland goal. Umpire's called a stop to the game. He's going to tell the Rucks to keep the clean metre apart until the ball comes in. Rucks stay apart. Now they go at it. Ball's pushed forward. Picked up by Terrigal. Cleared out for the moment. Nice hit. It's all wrapped up. He's had no opportunity. Umpire calls for a ball up. Still on the boundary line. Ball goes up, Rucks are at it, it's tapped down by Terrigal. They're winning 90% of the ruck at the moment. It's kept in, it's been kicked out on the full. 60 metres out from the Maitland goal. Free kick goes to Greaves. He should put this about 20 metres out from goal. He'll drive it long. There's the lead. Hayes pushes forward to the front, it's tapped down. Crumbs are picked up by Junior. Junior has a snap, brings it over, and it's taken by Terrigal. They push it back out to the 50 arc, staying on this boundary side, and ball goes out of play. Rucks stay apart, now they go at it. One again by Terrigal, tapped down to the feet of Terrigal. It's kicked out in towards the centre of the ground. It's picked up by Terrigal. They've got the run on the open side going now into a very open forward line. Picked up by Matheson. Matheson kicks it forward. Looking for Greaves. Greaves takes a nice mark, falling to the ground. He's got the lead from the ruckman here. Dino's up, and Dino takes it just inside the boundary, very close. He'll push it deep into the 50 arc for the Maitland Saints. There's not much movement. Brings it in. Kicks in it. Probably one of the smallest blokes on the ground. Picked up by Jimmy. He handballs it out. Picked up by Junior. He got his kick away. Ball hits the deck. It's getting worked out. Umpire's blown his whistle. It's called a high shot there. It's going in the way of Terrigal. Avoca wasn't sure there. He put up the wrong arm, the old umpy. They push it back towards the middle. They've got a spare player on side. He holds the mark right in the centre circle. He pushes out to the open side again. Terrigal got two unmarked players on the far side. They kick it in, it's to an unmarked player, and he takes a grab. He'll line up and have a shot right onside the 50. Just waiting for the co-commentator to come through. He's a bit iced up at the moment. He played 10 minutes in the reserve grade game. They have the shot on goal. It looks pretty good. No, it's gone to the right-hand side for one behind. Matheson's looking for the lead. He just holds it up. He's still waiting to bring it in. He's got a lead there. Kicks it to Chris Clarence, and he takes a nice mark. He'll steady things up. Pushes it around the boundary side. Caden Ritchie drops the mark. Covered by Terrigal, but he's all wrapped up. Umpire will call for a ball up. No, it's gone out of bounds. Throw in. Boundary umpire throws it in. Rucks go up and at it. Push towards the Terrigal line. Recovered by the Maitland Saints. Terrigal steal the ball. Handball it out. Ball still on the ground. Looks like it's all blocked up from here. Umpire calls for a ball up. Punched for the second time, hits the deck. Fresh air swing. Clear towards the boundary line. Still in play. Boundary umpire calls out. No, you got to take this one. I'm not that good at it. I didn't know who has the ball over there. Ball's tapped down. All congested around the ball again. Umpire calls for another ball up. Just outside the Terrigal 50 arc. Ball's tapped forward. Still on the ground. Umpire's called a free kick in the way of the Maitland Saints. Pushing the back. The only young Caden Ritchie. Forwards push forward. He drives it towards centre half forward. Hages is on his own and takes a nice clean mark. He will drive this deep into the forward line. He's got Buddo loose. Loose in the forward pocket. Puts it high up looking for Wade. Punch forward by the Terrigal defence. Umpire has paid a free kick for in the back and also chopping at the arms. Not sure what he's given to. Wade just outside the 50 arc. He'll have the shot. Terrigal will start pushing a few defenders forward deep into their defensive line. Lines up, drops it through. Nice straight kick. It looks all good from here. And it is. He's put it forward. It's another goal to the Maitland Saints.
Isn't there supposed to be coach commentator?
Ball comes back to the centre. Rucks line up. Nice straight ball up. Rucks go at it. Ball, both Rucks missed it. Hit the deck. It's punched out. Terrigal's got it on the boot. Chipped it forward. It's a free kick there. Got him over the shoulder. Free kick to Terrigal outside their 50. The lead's come on, he chips it to the right-hand pocket. Player unmarked. Oh, he dropped the mark, should have taken that one. Hayden's got him, he's wrapped him up. Ball's hit the ground. Luke Garland has a fresh air shot. They go at it again. Ball's still on the ground. It's a bit scrappy at the moment. It's kicked out by Terrigal Avoca, just lining up towards the centre of the ground. They attack it pretty hard. Matheson nearly got caught, got the handball away. Terrigal still have possession deep in the pocket. And that's a nice, he's called play on. Should have been paid a mark. What do you think, Cobb?
Oh, it's definitely a mark, mate. And it goes to the right of the post. It's just another point. Maitland kick it out. Oh, it's on the ground now. Terrigal are coming in. Terrigal kick it into the 50 and take a good mark. And number 23 for Terrigal was lining up for a shot. And it looks like a good kick, but it's gone off to the right. Matho to kick it in. And Mitchie takes a good grab on the wing. And Terrigal look like they're away here. They give it a good handball. Oh, Maitland have got it back. And touched off the boot, play on. Terrigal have it free. And it's a throw in down in the Saints forward 50. Terrigal forwards 50.
Concussion after that 15-minute stint.
Muzz hit me in the head, so. Terrigal get it back, kick it straight back into their 50. And they take a good contested mark. And it's just slightly to the right again for another point.
Matheson to bring it back in. He's waiting until the rest of the side defends. They break now. He still holds it up. Umpire calling the play on. He's called play on now. He's got to get it out. Kicks it out to the open side there. Straight to a Terrigal player. Maitland caught napping there. He's deep, just inside the 50. Hard up against the boundary line, but it's going to have the shot by the looks of this. Terrigal are slow to get back to their goal square to give them a target. Comes in. He gives it plenty of air. Looks like it's going to get through. It looks all clear from here. Yes, there's another goal to Terrigal. Scoreboard now reads 2-1 Maitland, 13 Terrigal, 2 goals 12. Scoreboard's a bit hard to see here. Bruce McMahon Oval, 2 goals 4. They're taking the lead for the first time in the game. Bruce McMahon, he's a brother of Max McMahon. Ball comes back to the centre. Rush go at it. Second tap went to Terrigal. He didn't want to pick it up. It's picked up by the ruckman. He has a shot, puts it up forward. Terrigal back inside the 50. Nice pick up by Terrigal. A little handball out. Maitland have the numbers there now. Still can't clear it out. Nottingham has a nice big kick. Puts it back to the wing. Mark spilt by Hogues. Hit the deck. Terrigal still working it forward. Looks like it's going to be all tied up here. Umpire calls for a ball up. We have about 36 umpires out there at the moment. Rucks go at it. Tapped down by Maitland, straight to Wade. He's wrapped up. Not much opportunity there. Looks like it's going to be called another ball up. Umpire throws it up. Tapped down by Terrigal. He's out. He's run out clear. Touched off the boot. Ball comes to ground. Just gone inside the Maitland 50 area. Umpire's called a free kick for holding the man. It's going to Terrigal Avoca. He'll push it deep. There's not much on for him at the moment. There goes the siren. He's going to have to take the shot. He's going to have to take it now. Maitland all starting to push onto that goal line. Umpire tells him not to go forward. He's gone the big torp. He's got some on it. It's going to fall well short. And that ends the first quarter, where we have Maitland 2 goals 1-13 to Terrigal Avoca 2 goals 4-16. We're just about set for the second quarter here at Max McMahon Oval. Brothers named Bruce McMahon. It's a fairly warm day, but the interchange bench hasn't been used much. Here we go, run away, second quarter. Straight throw up there. Rucks go at it. One by Terrigal. Tap down nicely. Straight on the boot. Kicks inside half forward. Taking a nice clean mark. And he'll push it deep. Looking for a target. There's no moves on at the moment. Brings it in now. Straight down the centre line. Ball hits the deck. And it's tapped by Maitland out of bounds. 10 metres from the behind post. Boundary umpire set to throw it in. Brings it in. Ruxel late getting there. It's a tap down by Terrigal. Straight towards the goal square. Picked up by Claridge. He handballs it out. Oh, it's a high tackle there on Gross. That's accidental. However, part of the game. High tackle. And he'll steady things up for the Saints. Kicks it out wide. Gives it plenty of air. Comes down. Contested pack. It's hit the ground. Looks like it's going to be all wrapped up here. No, he's been pinned. Umpiring's had opportunity. A bit stiff. Eda has a look and he keeps it out to the wide side. Nice clean mark taken there by the Maitland Saints. It looks like Greaves. He's kicked it in now. Maitland are into their forward 50. There's 2 underway. Ball hits the deck. But should drove at the back of the pack. Doesn't sit for him. He's outnumbered 4-1. Ball's out by Terrigal. They're going to push it wide. They've got a spare player on this side. Ball hits the deck. Here comes the contest now between both number 2s. He handballs it out. Caden gets it onto the boot, and it's taken by Terrigal. Things should steady up. Holds it up for a couple of seconds. Still holding. You'll be called to play on short. There's no man on the mark. It's been called to play on. He chips over. Another mark to Terrigal. They're going to hold things up again. Not much on. He's going to have to bring it back in the centre. He's telling me he's going to keep it to the boundary. Drives it long. Plenty of air on that. Big men go at it. Ball comes to the ground. It's close to the boundary line. It's tied in. It's cleared out by Maitland. Gus, no opportunity. Nice tackle. Ball hits the deck. Richie gets it on the boot. It's touched off the boot. On the ground for the smaller men. Fair bump there on Cam. He's got him high. He's pushed him high. Terrigal dispute it. That's why you get so many high. He's only 4'2". He grew 2 inches in the off season.
And Butto kicks it long into a forward 50. Oh, big mark by Beardy. I'd say he'll settle down and kick a shot. Beardy gives it plenty, and it looks like it's straight through for Maitland's 3rd goal. Scores now Maitland 2-1-18, 3-1-18. And I can't see the rest of the scoreboard, but it's 2-4-16. Slight lead to Maitland. As I get heckled by Maitland's bench. Umpire's thrown it up now. And a win to Maitland, down to a Terrigal player. Looks like high tackle, Terrigal's free kick. Is it a big roost down into the forward 50, and another mark taken by Terrigal. Short kick, fumbled, but he regathers. Oh, kicks it off the line. Still in Terrigal's forward 50, has a shot, and has bounced over the line for a throw-in. Thrown in, Terrigal win the tap. Bit scrappy, looks like another throw. Maitland clear it out of their their back 50. And a good mark taken by Terrigal. Looks good to me, and umpires called it a goal for Terrigal's third. And it's back to the centre for another bounce up. And Terrigal clear it out of the centre. Good pick up by Damo and out of our danger zone. Terrigal fumble it over the line for a throw-in. Mitchie wins the tap down to Dean. Oh, and a big tackle by Terrigal. And umpire calls the ball up. Tackled over the line by Butto. It's a bit scrappy down in Terrigal's forward 50. Quick kick over the line for another throw-in. Terrigal keep applying the pressure into our forward 50. Butto fumbles it over the line for a rush behind. Looks like Matho will take the kick out. He's called the play on. Kicks it out to the wing, and Terrigal take a good mark. Luke Garland almost breaks free. Oh, and good hands by Jimmy onto Ado, who gives it a boost downfield to Hogues. And he's got time. Hits it to our forward 50 to Beard. And Beard takes a good mark right in front of goals. And Beardy kicks another. Looks like we'll be handing over to our number one commentator now. And I'll go sideline eye.
We've got a nice even contest here. Neither side can sort of clear it away by any more than 2 points at the moment. Maitland starting to use their bench now, starting to rotate a few players through. Ball comes back to the centre. We get ready for another bounce. Ruxy going up at it. Greaves gets up. It's won by Terrigal. Thump forward. Ball hits the ground. Jimmy breaks through, gives it to Dino. Dino drives it straight forward, back to the forward line for the Maitland Saints. Rob Eady chasing him. He gets away from him. Brings it back into the centre. Plenty of calls there. And it's taken by the Maitland Saints. They had 3 numbers around the ball. Driven forward, just back inside the Maitland 50. Eade goes up, takes a nice mark. He'll just steady things up, wait for Beer to make the lead from full forward. There it is. This will be an interesting contest. He's in front and takes the mark again. Great delivery, clean hands by the Maitland Saints. It's a good move to put Beard at full forward. There you go. There's a bit of sledging from the co-commentator. He's about 10 kilos overweight to be playing in the centre. That's why they put him at full forward. And it's been a good move. I'd like to be 10 kilos heavier and play at full forward then. I think he's kicked all the Maitland's goals so far. And we seem to have a bit of pain going on down here at the sideline by Chris Linder's Sports Medicine, digging into a corky on the calf there of one of the Maitland's players. Boundary umpires bring the ball back to the setter for yet another throw up. There's been an infringement. One of the players, it's a free kick. The player out of control is called a player. It's going to Terrigal Avoca for holding outside the 50. Between the 50 and the centre square. Drives it forward now. There's a nice lead from the full forward. Bounces for him. Comes around. Dummies. And he's got away with it. He's kicked it. And it's hit the post. A boundary throw up to the right-hand point post for Terrigal Avoca. Boundary throw him right beside the point post for Terrigal. Ruxer at it. It's a good throw in. Terrigal first on the ball's tap forward. Luke Garland gets on the boot, but smothered. Picked up by Terrigal, and they put it through for another goal. Yes, called all clear by the goal umpire, and slots it through for Terrigal's 4th for the day. Ball comes back to the centre. Rush get ready for another throw up. Umpire throws it up. Ruxer at it. It's won by Terrigal. Tap forward is taken. Hit the ground. He's up on his feet again. He's cleared. He's put on the right boot. Kicks it forward. And there's a nice clean mark for Terrigal at their centre half forward position. He's going to drive it long. He's had the shot for it. He's put it up to an open goal square. He's given it some. And he's put it through. Well, that's back-to-back goals for Terrigal. What do you think now, Cole?
They're playing very well. They've looked like they're on top the last few minutes. Our boys will have to definitely pick their game up a little bit. Maybe bring Beardy back into the centre for a little while and use his newfound weight and experience to get the ball out of the centre there. It's back to the centre for another throw up. Rucks go up and winned by Maitland, but punch forward by Terrigal. And another clean mark by Terrigal. And he gives this a fair kick. Looks like it's just off target. Bounces well for Terrigal. They regather. It's a bit of a step. Maitland gather and kick it out of the area. And Terrigal kick it out down the field and gain some valuable metres. Terrigal win an easy tap and kick it, but it sprays out over on the full. Maitland's free kick. And Jimmy takes a mark. Looks like he'll keep it down on the wing. And Terrigal spoil it across the line. Oh no, free kick for in the back. Oh, Terrigal's free kick. Terrigal settle the ball down the centre. And another mark. Terrigal kick it to a free man in their forward 50. As he's told to have a shot, it looks like he'll settle down and aim for the 6 points. He gives it a fair kick, but it's just off to the left for a point.
Maitland to bring it back in. Drew Matheson, he's going to wait. The lead's come now. Still holding it up. He's calling to come forward. Gives it some boot outside the 50. Looking for Reed. It's going to fall short. He's got it. Taps it down the ground. Ball hits the deck. Looks like it's all blocked up there. And umpire calls in. He's going to ball it up. Just outside the 50 arc for Terrigal, close to the boundary line. Maitland just trying to weather the storm here. Rucks go at it. It's tapped down. Umpire's called a free kick. He's called it high. Ooh, he's called it for Terrigal there. No one knew whose free kick it was, but free kick's a free kick. It's handballed. He's give it some. There's a short pass. It's intercepted by Maitland. The handball it out. They're just stuck inside this 50 at the moment. Ball's on the ground. Players go in all over it. Somehow someone's got a kick out of it. Kicks it out, but it's gone out of bounds for a throw in 10 metres from the behind post. Boundary umpire ready to throw it in. Rush keep their metre apart. Mate, Terrigal put a nice high ball up there. It's been touched off the boot. It hits the ground. It's just hovering around that goal square now. It's on the deck. Somehow it's come free to Terrigal. He's picked it up, had a right foot snap and kicked it through for yet another goal. That's 3 goals straight to Terrigal without Maitland scoring. Chris Linder's sports medicine at it again as Mitch Grieve gets strapped up on the boundary line. They're keeping Chris busy today. Change made. The old veteran Kev Grieve comes on. Going straight into the defensive line. Looks like they're going for a bit of height down there and experience. Ball comes back to the centre field umpire. He comes in, throws it up, rucks are at it again. It's a bit of a stalemate with the rucks. It doesn't look like either one's been dominating at the moment. Ball comes out. They have brought Beattie with his extra 10 kilos into the centre, and there goes the siren for half-time, where we see a scoreboard. If it's true and correct, Maitland 5 goals, 131 to Terrigal 6 goals, 642. And here we go for the second half of the Terrigal Maitland States game. Umpire blows, calls time on, siren goes. Throws it up, rucks go at it. It's won by Maitland. Cam gets it onto the boot, chips it out onto the wing. Young Richie's got a bit of time, lifts the ball up. Picked up by Terrigal, handballs it out. They've got a little bit of run in them now. Chips it forward, and mark taken by Terrigal. Switches it back to the centre where they've got two loose players standing there. It's held up. Spreads it wide now to the open side. Junior's chasing, but he's got 5 metres. The ball hits the ground. Should have been taken by Terrigal. He beats him for pace, turns him inside out, gets on the left boot, swings it into the 50-metre arc. Ball's tapped towards the boundary. It's claimed by Terrigal. Handballs it out, and they're going to switch it back now. Punches it out. They've got 2-1 out here. Oh, he's been caught. Lucky to get away with that both ways. D'Amico fumbling around there. It's 2 against 1. Taps it out. Young Jimmy's in there. He gets thrown out of the contest. Ball comes to ground. Goes again. Handballs it out to Beattie. Beattie hits the ground, but handballs it out to Hogues. Hogues takes it. Has a shot, but it's going to fall short. Mark taken by Terrigal. They're going to hold things up here. Just chips it around into their back pocket. Another small 15-20 metre kick. Chips it again. Clean mark taken. Just holds it up. Another chip over the top. Keeping it wide on the far side. No mark, no mark. The umpire's call play on. It was touched. He's picked it up, handballs it out the back. Ball's on the ground. It's getting a bit scrappy. Umpire will call the ball up for this unless it pops out now. He's called, the umpire's called mine. He'll ball it up. Umpire clears his path, throws the ball up. The Rucks are going at it. Just pushed down to the feet. Hogues picks it up. Got a handball out towards the back. Another pack forms. Umpire's called ball up again. Here we see another Maitland Saints player on the rubbing bench for Chris Linder's Sports. Rucks go at it. No clean knock. All tied up. Short handball out. Hasn't gone far. Ball hasn't moved far at all for the last minute. Umpire clears his path yet again. Throws it up. Won by Maitland Saints, tapped in the advantage of Terrigal. It's a high kick. One play goes, couldn't take it. Ball smothered by a Falcon. Maitland sort of get it out to the clear now. Gets it onto his right boot, losing that left foot. Fall short. Clear by Terrigal. They bring it back to the centre. Punches it wide. He's got Butto out there by himself. He'll steady up. Chipped it forward, but cut off again by Terrigal. Pushing it out to the wide side. He's going to chip it around again. What do you think of this half so far, Cole?
Oh, it's looking pretty scrappy. Much better by Maitland Saints. Come out with a bit of aggression, and that's what I think we needed.
See, they've moved your favourite player, Beardy, up into the centre now.
He's not, I wouldn't say my favourite player, but he's certainly my favourite to make fun of. Oh, Terrigal run it forward with numbers now. Oh, looks like a free kick for in the back. Maitland set her up down the middle to our favourite player, Beardy, but he drops it like usual. And Terrigal handball it out of danger. It's getting a bit scrappy still for the Terrigal come away with it. A good clearing kick, but it's marked by the old Greavesy. Some would say the better Greavesy.
I would say he's got a little bit more time than the young fellas.
He's a bit quicker, I've heard, too, off the mark.
Only for the first metre.
Umpires called it mine, and it'll be another ball up. The Rucks go at it, and won by Maitland, but to the advantage of Terrigal again, who clear it out. Little fumble, and cleaned up by Maitland in a good tackle, and they've called ball. Free kick to Mitchy Greaves. And Mitchy switches it to a bit of a danger, but Matho's good enough to clean it up. And onto the boot of Luke Garland. And Beardy takes a... It's Junior. Beardy will be upset I made that mistake. Oh, what? Yeah. I thought it was way too, yeah. I just have confirmation off Chris Lindis that I'm not the only one that thought it was Beardy.
You can tell by the size of the waistline there that that wasn't Beardy. Jumper's a bit loose.
And Junior sprays it a little bit through for a Maitland point.
It's a fairly slow, sort of scrappy start to the second half, which what you'd expect for the first game of the season. Terrigal now hold it up. They're going to chip it. They board it in. It could be dangerous. It's been touched. And it's been forced over the line for a boundary throw in just inside the 50-metre arc for Maitland Saints. Nice throw in by the boundary umpire, hits the ground. Fair hip and shoulder. Beardy base through the pack. He's going to get onto that left boot. It's smothered by Terrigal. Nice clean smother. and he's gone at the player, and a free kick awarded to Terrigal Avoca. He's going to bring it across the face of the goal, which could be dangerous, but it's come off. Nice mark by Terrigal. He plays on. He's going to push it wide. They want to keep it out on that far side. Spilt the mark. It's hit the ground. Young Buddo rolls in over the ball. He's cleared it out. Once again, it's become very scrappy. There's just no run from either side at the moment. Hayes gets caught. He's been pinged. Yes, he's been pinged for dropping the ball. Umpiring's been very consistent today. Terrigal thump it long. Knocked down, recovered by Terrigal. He's all wrapped up. It's been stolen. It's been handballed out to Jim. Jim the Buddo, Caden Ritchie bounced around his feet. He's got a handball out. Picked up by Terrigal. He's been tripped. Free kick going to Terrigal, which will see him take it over the centre. He's got a lead coming straight down the centre, puts it to him, falls short. Picked up by Matheson. Matheson doesn't know which way to go. He's been called for the boundary. He's handballed it, chipped it out straight to Terrigal. He's thumped it onto the right boot, put it up nice and high, looking for a good high mark. Well taken one-hander by Terrigal Avoca. He was trying to play on, but he's held up by Greaves. They've got two unmarked players. This could be the first goal of the quarter, coming up to Terrigal Avoca.
And he gives it a fair kick. Looks a little offline and touch through for a behind. Looks like Dean will be taking the kick out. And Maitland on the lead. Down to Luke Garland in a contest. And Luke takes a good mark. Had three players on him. Kicks it dangerous and out. They've called it out on the full for Terrigal's free kick, and he boots it straight back into the 50, where Dean takes a good mark. There's plenty of leads on for Maitland, but he kicks it straight to a Terrigal player who fumbles it. They regather. They've called a free kick for Terrigal for high, I believe. And a good contested mark taken by Terrigal. Looks like it's been taking a mark before the goal. Can't really see who that is, but
Looks like
Kevin Greaves.
Umpire just clearing it.
They've called it a point. Dean Notman will take the kick out. And it's kicked straight to a Terrigal Avoca player. Play on, and it's called holding the ball. Free kick for Quish Claridge. And he's kicked it straight on the fill. I don't have anything to say.
Just looks like a few of the players are getting caught by this low swirling breeze here. Quite a few have gone out on the full. Umpire's sort of got everyone confused here at the moment. We don't know whether it's play on. Now he sets the mark, told the players to go back, have the kick. He chips it into a lead where it's been cut off by Cam from Terrigal Avoca. In front of Terrigal Avoca. He plays on. He switches it out wide, looking for Beardy. Beardy patches the ground to his advantage. He's been caught. He's had no opportunity. Umpire's caught holding the ball. Probably a little bit stiff there. It's played on now by Terrigal. Switches play back into the centre to the corridor where a mark's been taken by him. Young Buddo just a little bit too short by about 3 foot. And a half, I've been told. 3.5 foot short. Terrigal Avoca lined up for a shot now. He's going to have to allow for that breeze that's come across the ground. Puts it on the left boot, gives it a bit of oomph. It's fallen short and it's been taken over. Line boundary throw in 5 metres around from their point post. Boundary umpire gets set. Nice big throw in. Puts it through. It's taken straight out of the ruck, uncontested by Jimmy. Handballed off. Kick forward for Maitland, but taken by Terrigal, who plays on quickly with an outside handball. Bit of up and under there. It's very scrappy at the moment. Terrigal run onto the bouncing ball. Switches back into the centre of the square. Mark was nearly taken by Terrigal. Looks like it's all bottled up and the umpire's going to come in and bounce this up. Just outside the goal square for Terrigal. Umpire throws it up, rucks go at it. Tap down, it's picked up by Terrigal. Here's a shot, sprays it through for one behind. This will give Maitland Saints time to settle and hopefully get the ball out of their 50 arc. Nottingham takes the ball, ready for the kick in. Has a look, not much on offer. He's going to bring it in straight down the ground. That wind's caught that ball. Garland goes up with Beard. Beardy over the top. He punches it through. Picked up by Matheson. He just got it onto the boot. Lucky to get away with that. Picked up by Beard. Beard's got a loose player in Richie out there. He takes the mark. He's got a player outside him. Oh, he played on and kicked it into the man on the mark. The Miko overran him. He gets a regather on the ball. Kicks it forward. Ball bounces now. Terrigal switch. He's been caught. What a great tackle there by Edie. Terrigal didn't even see it coming. None of his players talking to him. And once again, that's the value of talking to your players, Cole. No one talking to him. Absolutely smashed.
Absolutely. I think that's the first tackle Rob's ever laid, and it was a beauty. And he lines up for goal. He should kick this. And he has straight over the goal line for a 6-pointer. Not sure I should bag the captain of first grade out on Mike, but
You have.
I have. I've done it.
So I guess you're stuck in reserve grade
I'm
for
stuck.
the 2015 season.
That's all right. I like playing second grade. Oh, I might get dropped to the girls' team even. But even though I think, which I've seen them play or train, and even they're too good for me. So. Let's come back to the centre line for another throw in. Hayden wins the ruck contest, and I don't know what that call is for.
I think it's a blood rule for one of the Terrigal Avoca players who's been sent from the field.
Blood rule. And looks like they'll just throw it up again for the little bit of confusion there. Still a bit of a scrappy game at the moment. Terrigal clear it out. Oh, into another player. And Aidan D'Amico makes the clearance down into our forward 50. Or into the Saints forward 50. I shouldn't be so biased. Terrigal clear it out. Only to the hands of Mitchy Greaves, who rolls it over the line for a throw-in. We've got looks like Hogue's going up for the ruck. Another fellow ranger. play on called by the umpire. Terrigal kick it out of the danger area. Oh, a poor bounce for Cliscarriage into the hands of a Terrigal Avoca player who clear it only to Huey Matheson, who boots it to a Terrigal player. I've tried to teach Huey Matheson how to kick, but he doesn't listen.
No, well, some people think they know it all, especially from their down Melbourne and they're Mexicans. They just won't take nothing on advice because they know everything about football. Here we are now. The ball's back in the Terrigal 50 arc. That wind's really starting to come up now. They're paddling around now, playing for a free kick. They're not going to get it. Ball's knocked out. Crosso kicks it forward. And the mark's taken by Richie. He's played on very quickly. We should have gone back taking the kick. Jimmy runs in onto the loose ball, handballs it out, overshoots it to Greaves. He runs the bounce. Terrigal now have 2-on-1. He's going to work hard to fix up his fumble. He's got it out. He's cleared it out to Jimmy. Well done to the Maitland Saints. He reefs it forward. Hose goes up, can't take the mark. And the ball's been paddled over the line. Probably a good call for both sides. Give them time to get their rucks down here. Don't know about you, Cole, but I think it's time Hose sort of got a bit of webbing on his fingers. He seems to be dropping more than what he's taken this year.
It's certainly looking like that at the moment. I've seen him at training. He does the same thing. I'll have a bit of a word to him and give him some advice next time.
That'd be good because he's really letting you rangers down with the marks contest. That ball's been kicked forward. It's now on the centre of the interchange there for a boundary throw in. I will say, though, the Ranger has dropped a fair bit of weight this year. Just needs to get those hands fixed. He needs some webbing cross between the index and the thumb to take a few more of these marks.
Gloves, maybe.
Gloves. Maybe they could be the go. Ball's punched now by Terrigal Avoca. They've got a little bit of run in them now. Butto chips in. There's that 4-foot man. He handballs it out. Picked up by Terrigal. He busts through the pack, gets on the right boot, kicks it forward into their goal area. Picked up again by Terrigal. Short handball out. He steadies. He has a shot and he puts it right through the middle. That's going to lock things up down here. I think we've lost our scoreboard attendance, so we will get back with a live update score. Certainly going to be interesting this last quarter as which will be the fittest side. We see Matheson coming off and he's really sucking in the big ones.
Yeah, I know Maitland Saints have worked a lot on their fitness this year, and hopefully it will start to pay off in the fourth quarter, in the back half of this quarter. But I'm sure Terrigal have done the same thing, so it should be a tight game. And that's the whistle for the third quarter ending. So.
Don't miss the Wilson Security Black Diamond AFL this weekend. Entry to all games is free. Check out the game times and venues at bdafl.com.au. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Car 33, proceed to level 2, check on its service.
Command, this is car 33. I'm going on my break.
We have a visual.
And here we are, all set for the last quarter, the opening round of the 2015 BDAFL season. We're still trying to get this scoreboard sorted out down this end, as we even don't know who's winning at this stage. What we do see, though, is Chris Lindis hard at work again. No one of the clubs takes him on as a sponsor. Cobb, what do you think?
Oh, he's a good bloke, but I think the bloke that's getting the rub down's just a bit soft, to be honest. He's just needed a little bit of a break. He did play 2 games, I will give him that, but we're ready for the start of this last quarter, and Terrigal kick it. Oh, Terrigal have got it cleared out into their forward 50. Oh, and they've got a bit of a run on, and good hands from Terrigal, and they've kicked a quick goal. Does look like Terrigal might have a little bit of extra run in their legs at this stage. I think we're doing pretty good, Stock. I reckon we should give up this playing and coaching, this coaching stuff, and just start our commentary career.
Be a lot less stressful and a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I don't mind sitting here in the shade watching a good game of footy. Not sure I want to watch the replay and listen to myself back, but we'll give it a go.
That's why they call it bar TV. Most people are pretty well intoxicated and they can listen to us and they say what a great job, it sounds all right. God help when they wake up saver. Maitland, young butto, 4'3", gets it on his boot, kicks it in. Here's that Ranger Hogs. He picks up the ball. He's bent down well, but he's been caught. There's no opportunity there. Ball's still on the ground. It's handballed out. Terrigal, Avoca look like they're going to clear it out. They do. They've kicked it out wide. And there's Beardy. He couldn't get off the ground. He's looking a little bit tired, carrying that extra 10 kilos this season. He holds things up. He's got a few leads. He drives it long into the hole. Ball hits the ground. Hogs bends down again. Tries to get up to his feet. He's still got it tied in, locked in. Ball's locked in. Umpire's called a ball up. Just outside the 50 zone for the Maitland Saints. Umpire balls it up. Umpire's blown his whistle. We're not sure what for.
Score's right.
It's a Terrigal free kick. The score here at McMahon Oval was 6-2, 38 to Maitland, 8-9, 57 Terrigal. Players are starting to cramp up. Ball's kicked out wide. Terrigal got the numbers out this side. Chips it across, 30-metre kick. He's going to hit a target. He's put on the ground. He's been told to hold up by his players. He switches it into the centre now. They're going into that corridor. They're going to set their forward line. Terrigal, now they punch it inside that 50. The big men go up. The ball hits the ground. They've got guys running onto it. Picked up, left foot snap, and it's punched through. Well saved there by Dean. He brings it in quickly. He's taken it out to the open side. Cam Mitchell goes up, ball knocked down, comes to his advantage. He'll handball out to Jimmy. He drops the ball. He picks it up well. Gets onto that right boot, punches it up. There goes the Ranger up again. He's taken it. I'm sure you had to talk to him. Colin fixed his hands. He handballs on to Junior. Puts it on his left boot. Punches it forward. Greaves comes out. Just can't take the mark. Picked up by Terrigal. Handballed out. They punch it back into their forward line. Junior picks it up. Handballs out to Jimmy. Jimmy gets onto the left boot. Gives it a bit of air. Goes up. Greaves is pulled down the ground. Should have got a free kick. Recovered by Terrigal. He handballs it on. It's a fumble. It's all locked up. Breaks out now. D'Amico's had a kick. It's been touched. Terrigal got the runners coming out of defence. They switch it back over. He's been caught. Got the handball out. They kick it forward. Maitland's got the numbers here. Jimmy takes the mark. He's going to punch his forward. He's looking for a target. Gives it plenty of boot. Kicks it up. He's got D'Amico there, and he takes the mark. It's a butto. It's the big 4'2" man. He'll have the shot. Normally a reliable kick. And what do you think his chances are in his nice pink and blue boots? I wish he would get one pair.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd look for Butto. He's kept with that look for a year now, but I reckon it's about a 95% chance of him kicking this straight through. And he hasn't let me down. He has kicked it straight through.
That came off the pink boot, so maybe it is time to dispose of the left boot and buy a full set of pink boots. Things are set now for the ball up. Umpire throws it up. Hayden goes up. Terrigal win the knock. Thump it forward to their advantage. They've got runners coming out of there. Beatty's caught. He handballs it out. He's got Jimmy running out. He's got D'Amico in support. They should take this nicely. Plenty of time there. He'll sit up and punches it back into their 50-metre arc. Greaves is coming up at the pack. He drops it. Recovers well. Paddles it forward. Handballs it out. Richie tried a fresh air shot. Went nowhere. We've got Butto and them flashing boots again, sprinting across there, paddles it forward. He's going to recover. Ball gets worked towards the boundary line, and boundary umpire blows the whistle. Boundary throw in just inside the Maitland 50. Scores is 7-2 Maitland to 8-10 to Terrigal Avoca. It's only a 14-point game, but they just can't get them two back-to-back goals, Cole.
Yeah, they are struggling. Terrigal are playing well out of their back line. Just a bit more pressure and a bit more urgency from their back line than our forwards at the moment.
They've cleared it out again. They're just going to chip this around before they bring it into their forward 50. He's wrapped up by Butto. Terrigal clear it out with a couple of handballs there. Now it's onto the boot. Still only a 30-metre kick. Boundary umpire's called it out on the full. This will take a bit of the pressure off Maitland and maybe give them the chance for them back-to-back goals. Free kick going to Kevin Greaves, the old fella out there. He's just asking where the mark is. Umpire's just clarifying. Things come to a bit of a standstill.
Because he actually can't see the mark, so...
I've just been informed he can't see the mark. Well, umpire's now standing the player on the mark for him. He brings it in on the right boot, just gives it plenty of air. Ready for the high flyers. Not there, but this will be a free kick to Maitland. Should be a free kick to Maitland there. Shepherding off the ball. Very lucky not to give away a 50-metre kick there. The ball's in the hands of their captain. He sunk the first one. The pressure's on him now. This could give them the back-to-back goals, Colin, close that gap.
Yeah, I'd back Rob from here, actually. I'll give it about a 65% chance. Looks like he's sprayed it just a little bit to the right for a point. If Maitland can keep it locked in here, they should be able to get their second goal. But Terrigal playing very well. Caden Ritchie's dropped that ball, but kicked it deep into our 50 and gone over the line for another throw-in.
Boundary umpire throw it in about 4 metres around from the right-hand point post. A lot of players forming a pack here. They want to shut it out, Terrigal. Maitland looking for them double goals. Taking out the ruck. Jimmy's very lucky there not to give away the free kick. Caden tried to get on the boot. Was slung to the ground. Picked up by Terrigal. Put back on the ground. A lot of players looking for them free kicks now, but they're just not there. Nice hip and shoulder by the Ranger. He spins out of the tackle, handballs it out. Pressure's right on. Young Jimmy gets in underneath. Gives it to Beatty. Gets on the right boot. He's given a bit of altitude. Two of them contested the ball there. Ball comes to the ground. Terrigal have got it. They've picked it up, kicked it back out of the 50 arc. Way gets underneath it. Hard ball to take, looking up at that side now. They've got to try and keep it low. He's broken out. He's broken out of the pack. He's giving it a height, looking for Edie. And a Terrigal Vaya play chips in. They've got to watch what they're doing there, Terrigal. They're trying to contain Ede by putting that second bloke coming through to put the shepherd on him, and twice they're giving away a free kick. And I'll tell you, if he doesn't put this one through, he could be finding himself hard to get back in the side next week with the return of Ben, and could get a run in reserve grade to bring his confidence up.
Oh, I don't think I'd have him if he misses this one, to be honest. But, oh, he's hit the post. And Maitland will look to set up and try and lock it in the forward 50. He's had a bit of trouble with the old kicking for goal lately, Rob. Yeah,
he has. And the confidence just down. Maybe a good run in the reserve grade next week against Maitland could do it. A free kick given to Terrigal. D'Amico comes off. It looks like he's got a problem with the right shoulder. Mark taken by Terrigal just inside the 50 square. Chris Linda Sports, no doubt, will get D'Amico up and out for the last 5 minutes. It looks like he's in a lot of pain. Ball's come the way. He's going to cop it hard here, but he takes the mark. He holds his ground. Could be a really good play if he dropped about another 5 kilos during the season. He chips it to Grieve. I've just been told no, he definitely needs to drop 10. Greaves puts it on the left boot, puts it in the centre. This could be a costly turnover. Terrigal cleaned up by his own player then. And that's why we say there's got to be talk and communication in the game. He plays on. He drives it deep into attack. They've got the numbers, Terrigal. Couldn't take the mark. Ball hits the ground. Picked up by Terrigal. He's out of the pack. He's out by 3. Has the shot on the right boot and snaps the goal. We haven't got the diagnosis off Chris Linda's Sports yet on D'Amico. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. The score 7-3-45 to Maitland. 9 goals, 10 to Terrigal. It's going to be hard for him to get back here and kick 4 goals to win this game. The time's not on their side. Umpires set themselves. Comes in, balls it up. Rucks go at it again. Whistle's gone again. Another infringement off the ball. Been a fair few infringements off this for shepherding off the ball. Hayden will pick it up. He's just going to drive it long. He's got to go long now. They've got no time on their side to be chipping around. It's a floater. Spilt by Terrigal. Picked up by Terrigal Crummers. Handballs it out. They're going to put it back into their 50 again. Nice contest. Punched the ground by Junior. Recovered by Terrigal. They've got players starting to run a little bit more now than Maitland. He's going to chip over the top to an unmarked player. They've just got a couple of loose players here. It's chipped in. Oh, it's an earthworm waker-upper, and there's a Falcon, the second one for the season. Ball rolls out. Jimmy's hot on his tail. Can't grab him. kick through. Mark's built there by Terrigal, handballed out by Maitland, puts Claridge under pressure, doesn't get the bounce. Well smothered. Terrigal's break out. He's been caught with the ball and he's been penalised for dropping the ball. Great tackle to Maitland. They're a little bit desperate. I just think the league speed's getting them at the moment. Ball out the open side. Jimmy's out number 2-1. Ridden in the ground. No opportunity. And umpire's going to ball it up.
Yeah, they're putting Jimmy under a bit of pressure. Putting too much of the ball into his area where he's marked by 2 players. And Terrigal's kicked it back into our 50, but it's cleaned up by Cam Mitchell. Gets a bit of treatment on the way through, but he's probably the toughest of the Mitchells, so he can take it. I've noticed one of the Mitchell boys went off in the halftime and got some ice cream, but didn't share it with me or anyone else. But looks like Terrigal are cleaning up nicely here. And an easy mark taken by Terrigal. Looks like the Saints may have run out of a little bit of legs here. Terrigal just chipping it around nicely. And some more free players for Terrigal. And a big mark taken by Terrigal. An easy mark in the end. Looks like he'll set up for another goal. And kicked it straight over the goal umpire's head for another 6 points for Terrigal. I think they're just outrunning us a little bit here in this last quarter. Maybe a bit more fitness drills on Tuesday and Thursdays for the boys.
Yeah, well, it has been a long, hard pre-season. Some players unavailable for it, but no doubt it'll be a good hit out for them today and a good measuring point as to where the Maitland Saints are for the start of the season. Score now 7-3-45 to 10-10-70. It'll be hard for them to come back from here. Greaves busts through the middle, handballs it out. Buddo gets it onto that favourite pink boot. Puts it out in front of Morgan. He picks it up nicely, gets it onto his right, chips it in, but there's Terrigal event. They just seem to have their rucks and rovers just cutting off the centre half back line there. Mitchell Greaves goes up, brings it to ground. Once again, it's picked up by Terrigal. They've just got a little bit more run at the moment. Switches out wide with a handball, chips it forward, and Terrigal chip in, and they're off and running again. Nice long kick into the forward line. It's going to go out on the full. It's out on the full, cleans up a spectator. And the spectator, oh, I thought he was going to get up and give him a left hook, but he gives the thumbs up. That's goal. He's given us the goal signal. He's all good. It's out on the full. Might go to the big screen here and have a look at the replay. Both players called it out on the full. The umpires come in, overruled them, give it to the boundary umpire for a throw in just inside the 15-metre arc for Terrigal. Boundary umpire throws it in. Matheson's going to contest the ruck, taps it back, but there's no one there for Maitland. Picked up by Terrigal. He's been caught with the ball. Handballs it out. Give it plenty of air. Terrigal will go up from over the backs. Picked up by Claridge. A lot of pressure down here at the moment. Buddo gets it out. Used the blue boot this time. Handball out. Matheson gets it. He's wrapped up. Managed to get a handball out. To the advantage of Terrigal. They pick it up. They've dodged the tackle there. He's going to have the shot. Puts it through. And all clear. I'd say that would be the sealer for Terrigal Avoca today.
Yeah, they've just come out in this fourth quarter and wanted a little bit more, I think. They've outrun our boys. Still, Maitland can keep their heads up. They've tried hard. Even in this last quarter, I don't think the score really reflects how close the game's been, especially through that centre there. Looks like our star forward Aiden D'Amico might be out for the game as Chris Lindis wraps him up. And Jimmy's broken through the pack and put it straight into our 50 line. And a free kick for Terrigal for a push in the back. I think that might have been Beardy.
Mitch Greaves.
Mitch Greaves done that one.
All 55 kilos off him.
Yep. And an easy kick out for Terrigal. They're kicking it around. It's almost like a training thing for them now. They've just... good contested mark taken by Terrigal there. A fumble in the centre. Could be costly, but Terrigal wrap it back up. Maitland with the numbers, but Terrigal take off. And sprays it out on the full. Good bounce for a point, though. And 4-foot Butto has got it on his pink boot to Gussie, who takes a good contested mark as well. Gussie puts it up in the air for our Talls, but Jimmy has taken it out the... Jimmy doing a lot of second efforts here. Probably best on ground for Maitland Saints for my mind. And the Ranger knocks it over the line for a throw-in. Terrigal clear it out of our Maitland Saints 50.
Ranger drops another one.
Ranger's dropped a lot today, I think.
Got to get a pair of gloves.
And he's been called for throw. Gets up a bit angry with the extra attention he received there. And Rob Eddy comes in and cools the situation down.
I'm sure we did get the Ranger a pair of gloves in the off-season, but I think he might have used them doing some fencing there the other week, and they got a bit dirty and doesn't want to bring him out. Turnover's now back to Terrigal. They're going to drive it long. The big torpedo goes. I think that was the siren in the background, and that ends today's play with the final score being Maitland 7-3-45 to Terrigal Avoca 11-11-77. We'd just like to thank everybody for turning up down here today for the opening game between Maitland Saints and Terrigal Avoca, and what has been a great day.
Yeah, no, Terrigal just wanted it a bit more there, I think, and they've come away with the victory, and we'll thank Terrigal Avoca for giving us a tough game in both grades, and for all the supporters staying down and watching, making a good atmosphere down here. Was it Bruce McMahon? Bruce McMahon? Max McMahon. Bruce is the younger brother. Oval. We'll probably sign off for our first commentating.